Hello. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Sorry about the voice there. I hadn't tried talking, I guess, yet. How is everyone doing? Rob, what is up, man? I've been wondering about you and that holiday and how that was going. How'd it go? You've been working on the car, I see. Drago, what's up, buddy? Tom, Tuesday, Brown, Jacob, Savvy. Roxas, you're here too, buddy. What's up? How's everyone doing? Benny and Kai's. And Rob, dude, thank you so much as always, man. I always appreciate it. I am trying to update. That's actually why I'm a little bit delayed, as I saw that, and I am trying to update the top shelf champion, and my keyboard is not working. And the best thing I could do, I could think of, was to restart my computer, but that means restarting the whole stream. Does anyone have any idea? I mean, my keyboard is clearly on. But for whatever reason, it is not registering when I try to type something. I've tried typing in the various browsers and things like that, and it's like it's just not registering at all. If anyone has an idea on how to fix that, let me know. And as you can see, I was trying to resituate it and make sure everything was plugged in. It definitely is, and so I have to reset the camera and things like that. So. Confusing. Just finished watching the Crystal video. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to hope for a buff. That's what I'm going to do. He does. He has one kind of fun synergy there. I can't think of what it is with which champion, but he has a fun synergy that has to do with like holding his block or something like that. So I'll hope for a cool buff. And then I have two crystal videos. So I'm actually going on. I realized it came out confusingly last week. I am going on vacation tomorrow. I'm taking my family to the snow. I live in an area where it does not snow, but it snows a couple hours away. And some family friends have offered to let us use their home for the weekend in a few days. And guys, what's a screen keyboard? I have no idea how to do that. If anyone knows what that is, have I tried turning the keyboard on and off again? I don't think the keyboard itself has one of those. It's by Corsair, and it just plugs in to the computer itself. And I don't see a way to do that. Honestly, if you guys have advice, so let me know, because no, it's actually plugged in. It's actually plugged in, and it turns off and on with the computer. I'll admit, when I decided I was going to start streaming, I tried to do it with my the laptop I use for work, and that was not going to happen. The laptop just was not powerful enough. So I bought a computer that has way more things than I need, and I bought a keyboard and stuff that has way more than I ever need. Try plugging it into a different USB port. Microsoft does that. Okay. So I have it plugged in. I realized I said it plugged into the computer. That's not actually accurate. I have it plugged into the screen, the monitor, which then plugs into the CPU. And, you know, it wouldn't be such a big deal, except I just like giving people credit that they deserve. And I appreciate it. Maybe what I'll do is, Rob, is for the next stream, for next week, I'll create like a special thing or something like that and just leave that up, because I really do appreciate you doing that. Drago, I mean, if the stream goes down so you can fix them, most of us would come back, if not all of us. Yeah, what I should do is just make a decision. You know, guys, yeah, we're going to take it down because I want to see if just restarting the computer will fix this. And we'll be back. This will take maybe 3 or 4 minutes. I apologize for this. And so we will be right back. Are we back? I think we're back. I think we are back, and I think things are fixed as they're supposed to be. Anyone in the chat, if you could let me know if that's what you're seeing, I would appreciate it. I will finish setting this up. Setting this up. All right, are we back, folks? I think we're back. I think we got a few viewers here. People are coming back on. Realize they're on. Rob, family first. Rob, is that another one? Is that another one? I want to give you the credit if it is. Thank you so much. Either way, whether it is or is not. Jacob, what's going on, buddy? Let me know if you can hear me, folks, because I believe this is up and on and working. I'm seeing everything as working, but just a little confirmation would be nice. Jacob, what's going on, Vega? First time in the stream, but love your vids. Thank you so much, man. This isn't how we normally do it. Had a little technical issue and just getting things fixed up. You're considering taking Dragonman to rank 3 because of me. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Let me ask you, what SIG are you looking at? And are they Awaken, or what are your other options? And then I'm beginning to wonder, because no one is saying they can hear me, I'm beginning to wonder if that is the case. If anyone could just respond in the chat, let me know. I would appreciate it. Anyone in the chat? Anyone? Oh man, have we lost people?
You perfectly.
Z, oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
I just hop into the voice and tell you that.
I think because everything like if I hadn't restarted it, I would just assume it was all working because of the YouTube portion, all that. But no one in the physical chat is saying that they could hear me. I'm like, I think I'm talking to myself. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll leave you in a couple of minutes again, but I thought I could tell him this way. So.
Well, it is nice to hear your voice. Do you have so for me, my I know it's not technically the weekend, but it's starting tomorrow because my trip is starting tomorrow. So I'm excited. But how about you? Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Tomorrow morning and the day after I'll be working, and then I have one week of holiday, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But I don't have any plans other than studying currently.
Okay. All right.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've been extremely busy the last few weeks. We had we call them holidays here, but there was a holiday last Friday and Monday, which meant like all schooling was closed. So I took those days off and hung out with my kids and took care of my kids, which means that my regular job still needed to be done. So I pretty much worked over the course of the weekend and the evenings, and then with a family trip, a family vacation, a family holiday starting tomorrow, and I think we're going to go through Tuesday. I have a ton of my regular job to do so that things don't pile up too much. So I'm busy, but I'm a good busy. Like I'm grateful that I'm busy because I'm going to be spending time with my family and taking a vacation.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
I think you all also said you won't have really internet for your computer and stuff, and I think that's always something good to have on a vacation, so you can really relax and enjoy the vacation instead of being tempted to do business stuff.
Yeah, it was weird because in a lot of kids movies these days, they're either killing the parents right away, which is always interesting, or the parents are on their phones or working too hard, and the kids lament that, of course. And it is a real thing, right? Like that, it is definitely real. But like, it feels like I can't watch a kids movie these days without that being like the first 30 to 45 minutes of it. And so I take that I take that into the statement of my kids found out that there was no internet access at the house we're going to, and they seemed very excited about it. And so that didn't hurt a little bit, but it was eye opening to me. Hey, I have a question. Are people in chatting? Because it just feels weird that there's. Oh, I think work is telling me that my chat's not working.
I think I'm going to try and send a message.
No, you know what? Work. Thank you, work. I appreciate it. And thank you, Z and everyone. It appears as though the chat I had was just, okay. Now I've got the updated chat. Oh man, you guys have been answering me. Thank you so much. That must have been funny. That's awesome. I can see a bunch of messages now. Well, because I was like, that's really weird that no one's saying anything. I know people are here. Oh man. All right. I apologize, Z. I interrupted you there.
You didn't. You were talking about your kids being happy about having no phone reception during your family holiday.
Yeah.
And my immediate thought when you started talking about how parents killed their children.
No.
The other way around.
The other way around, yeah.
I just thought to myself, let's just hope your children don't have to recreate Home Alone.
Yeah. No, it's just weird. It's weird. That's like the premise of so many kids' movies. And I get it, but it's just like, the first few seconds, mom dies or dad dies or something like that. It just feels a bit extreme. I don't know. I feel like they could create some drama without doing that. I'm just going to restart this. This was terrible.
Yeah. I'll be timing out with calls once again in a queue right now, and I totally almost messed up right now. I have one charge left.
You and me both.
But that's the beauty of the call with timeout.
Yes, it is. Jacob, this is Z. Z and I, it's been a long time now, huh, Z? We got to know each other when I first created the channel. And Z's been extremely helpful to me in a variety of ways. A lot of them is creating graphics and things like that. And then, of course, with the Discord server, he does a lot there for us. So, knowledgeable player, and you're in Germany, correct, Z?
Yeah, thank you a lot. Yes, that's correct. I'm in Germany, and I apologize. I have not started working on the updated champion rankings. I'll get to it as soon as I have time. But as we discussed sometime in January, I misinterpreted your list and just put them all in alphabetical order, while you had an actual thought behind what you did there. In the tiers, guys, if you check out the Google Sheet, you'll see that they are sorted in a way that was not alphabetical. And I thought to myself, let's just put it in alphabetical order, which was wrong, and I will correct that. But it'll take me a bit of time till I get there, and I apologize for that.
Oh, dude, absolutely no worries. And it's actually kind of cool that happened, because as that progresses, and I think as I kind of fine-tune what I'm trying to get across in that video, I think it's actually really important to demonstrate and to show that, like, in some cases, Corvus is better than Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is better than Captain Marvel movie. But in some, Captain Marvel movie will be the best. And so it's really about the tier they're in. And yeah, I'm ranking them within the tier, but that's becoming so subjective and so dependent on the defender and the node and things like that. So I actually think that was kind of cool that happened just this month for you and I, where we realized we had a slightly bit different understanding on that. So I don't know. I thought that there was a lot to learn from that. Zero Frost Ninja, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Dustin, thanks for letting me know you could hear me. That must have been pretty funny. And Liam too. Paul, yeah. So, yeah, and that's why we're going to this family friend's house. It's pretty much like, it's not technically the middle of nowhere, but there's just not a lot of people around. Neighbors are extremely far away. So we're kind of just going to go up there and play in the snow and not be on our phones all day. I have pre-recorded a couple of Crystal videos that are crazy, crazy good luck. Definitely the different type of luck than the one that came out today. Today was terrible good luck, and the next two are just like unbelievable. In fact, I'm having Dreamin, or ask Dreamin, to calculate the odds of what happens in one of them. And when I first told him what it was, he's like, dude, that's not possible. And I was like, no, it's possible. Here's the screenshots. And he said, he's like, I don't have my calculator with me. I'll let you know later today. And I said, sure, thank you. Rob, no tech, just family. That's what that. Oh, so that's pretty much what you've done for 2 weeks, Rob. And how are the cars? Are they all situated? Are they sorted?
By the way, welcome DLL to voice chat.
Oh, is he? I think. Yeah, I'm not getting. I think a few things still aren't set up properly for me here.
Well, my girlfriend's in the other room on an interview, so I'm going to be quiet today, but just thought I'd check in.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
I don't think I'll need to, but if I do, I will go ahead and put on that special boost for this quest. I kind of want to just continue to practice Ghost. Like, even this fight right here was a nice reminder on his evade ability.
I've always hated the evade with Ultrons.
Yeah.
Like since way back when Ultron used to be one of the ugliest defenders you could face, at least for where I was in the game at that time. And Ultron just used to evade, and I used to die. Just plain out get a 5-hit combo after that, or the special, and that was just it. So I very, very badly remember one Alliance War where the Ultron had about 48% or so. I went in. Let's just sum it up with he had 60% after I died to him. And that was very impressive to me, and I really still don't like facing Ultron. Obviously, with somebody like Corvus, it's much easier today, but still not my favorite opponent.
Yeah, so you have to go way back when I had literally no idea what I was doing. I remember him being a good war defender, and I've always wondered if that was partially because I just had no clue what I was doing. Also, chat, I apologize. There's just something up. I just refreshed my chat because, I mean, there was nothing, which is very unusual. And I'm now seeing a bunch of messages. So I'm not ignoring you. I'll kind of leave it like this. And hopefully, in fact, Z, do you have the ability to write something in chat so I can see if this is updating? Would you be able to do that?
I have to refresh the page for myself always too, but I'll just go ahead and write something. And I just also saw that.
Do you see my most recent message?
I just no, I don't. But Z just wrote something, which updated on its own, which is what it normally does for me, and that wasn't happening. So here, I'll read a few messages here. Well, DL, it depends on how recent you mean. I see you answering a question from Kai. Is that what you were referring to?
Yes.
Okay,
but
cool.
I don't see Z's thing after that. Fun day.
Okay, well, on Cataclysm, I'm saying there's a lot of weird stuff going on YouTube. Okay, and Dustin, yes, I can. I do appreciate you all helping me test this out. Jacob, Vega, some of those are having problems with the chat updating. You might want to create a new stream. Let's see if this works now, because it looks like I am getting this, and I'm only going to go for about another 40 minutes, so I don't want to. I already had to restart once. So we'll just go through that. MSD, what's up, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Zero Frost Ninja just finished Labyrinth, easy path this morning. Colossus, a horseman, is a monster. Dude, that sounds pretty cool. Horseman Colossus. I would enjoy that for sure. Did you bring in the white Magneto synergy? Just curious on that. If you use that for the stun. Curious to hear how that went. K-Dog, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, the chat was bugged for Vega. It's just YouTube. YouTube. All right, well, let's just kind of keep working through this. Now I'm beginning to wonder if the chat has stopped again or what, but it is what it is, and we'll just keep rolling.
I just did reload of the page, and the "can you see this" is for me the latest after a full refresh of the YouTube page, but that doesn't have to mean anything. Sometimes apparently YouTube is very weird on that.
Yeah, I'm not used to having this problem. I see a couple of the chats updating. I'm trying to play and read the chat at the same time, which isn't the biggest of deals. I think
White
it's
Max
working.
Does not allow Colo to consume the stun, so it's not as great with him, as he just said regarding the bringing White Magneto in. Sorry for interrupting you.
That's okay, no worries. What was because I was talking? What was the answer?
White Max pre-fight does not allow Colo to consume the stun, so it's not as great with him.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's really interesting. Does not allow Colossus to consume the stun. All right. Jocko, what's up, buddy? No, the team was Colossus, APOC, Omega Red, Emma, and Cable. Didn't think I would need the passive stun. Just doubling the armor with the SP2. Wow, good call. It seems like you definitely know what you're doing. And MSD was just in there saying that isn't that helpful anyway. So, Dustin, it's bugged. I can't see anyone else in chat. Yeah, it's populating for me now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone. It's just weird stuff, right? Yeah, and MSC, I did not know that either, so thank you. Paul, side quest rewards. I pulled the 6-star torch from the Shattered Heart caps. Wow. And 5-star pockets from the 5-stars. Holy smokes. Dude, I am seeing some really cool pulls coming out of this. I always wonder, though, because the listed drop rates are the same. If we see amazing pulls out of these, I think it was the end of the year, where because everyone's getting them and not everyone buys Cav crystals, obviously. So it just feels like the pulls are better, or it feels like the drop rate is better, but it's actually not. It's just that there's a much larger pool of us opening crystals. That's my sense on them. But man, I hope that these crystals are just like loaded, because we're going to open a few here at the end here.
And also the crystals at the end of last year, those celebration crystals, they actually had way better drop rates. It was like instead of 0.3% for a 6-star, it was 1.5% or so, and also the 5-star chances were significantly increased too. So if you bought those Cav crystals, or probably Grandmaster crystals too, you had way better chances at getting something out of them than from the usual crystals.
Yeah, that's a good point. So between, even though it's not a ton, but a slightly better drop rate, and then that spread across significantly more people opening them, it would make sense that you hopped on Twitter or line chat and you just felt like you were seeing people pull crazy champions left and right.
I think it's 5 times the drop rate. Okay. For 6-stars, and I don't know, I don't recall the drop rates for 5-stars, but I think it was around 20%, or maybe 18 or so. Or even if it was 10, they were also increased by a factor 5-ish, which is pretty darn good. Yeah, a lot of people, including myself, got a lot of good stuff from them. A lot of 5 and 6 stars. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Kabam for those crystals.
I don't know if it's just a matter of like the team I'm taking in for this quest is a little bit overpowered, or if I'm just genuinely starting to like Hood. But I've been using Hood a decent amount on this quest the last few days, and my Hood is a rank 2. Just keep that in mind. And obviously, you don't want to run Hood with suicides over a long stretch. But I've really been enjoying him for certain fights. Like there was a Magneto. He was destroying Magneto. It was so much fun. It was really enjoyable. I wish the miss chance was 90% on the, or I'm sorry, it was 100%, not 90%, because Magneto did tag me with one special. But it was just a good time. And then, like, I think it was the stagger. So when Magneto goes unblockable or unstoppable, you know, that wasn't happening. I was getting power back from it. It was genuinely very fun. Are you a Hood player? See?
No, not really. I have a 4-star rank 4 Hood, I think. I'm not even sure if I have a 5-star. DLL, what about you?
I actually just ranked 5 to my 5-star Hood 2 days ago, I think. Because I don't have a rank 3 Kingpin, but I do have a duped 6-star. I'll probably take him to rank 2 at some point. I'm a big Ghost player. I mean, I've just kind of been slowly ranking him because it's an easy way to fit a Mystic on her team. But I think he's one of those champions that scales well, in a sense, because like the stagger, his lifesteal, has no hope in hell of keeping up with parry damage or anything if you're the underdog in the fight. But if you have like a rank 2 or a rank 5, you know, something that feels adequate for the content, then I think that it can actually keep him topped off pretty well.
So after I joined the fight, I was like, oh, this is a bad idea. Is there a way for a Ghost to take on Man-Thing properly? I haven't really thought about it, as I said.
Like with units.
With units? Oh, I have those. Okay. All right. We'll just go with Kingpin now. But that was interesting. That's a great example of what I'm talking about, where like I just haven't really played Ghost in forever. And it wasn't until I really joined the fight that I thought about, oh, this isn't going to go well.
I'll be leaving you now. Dinner's ready. Have a nice stream, guys, and thanks for having me.
Of course. Have a good one, Z. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
I'll be here, but like I said, I'll stay more soft-spoken than normal.
Yeah. You don't want to mess up with an interview here.
Oh, no. Yeah, I think Hood's a good champ. It's just he falls victim to the fact that, I mean, obviously right now I think that Mutant is far and away the strongest class and the most dense.
Yeah.
But I think Mystic was probably the best before that, in my opinion.
So he just suffered from people not really wanting to rank them up because there was a good chance they had someone who was at least on their face superior.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you don't rank Hood for sustainability if you can rank Voodoo. You don't rank him for nullification if you have to get all the way to the L2 if you have, you know, almost anyone else who can nullify on an L1 or a basic, etc.
Yeah, and go ahead.
I was just going to say, I also think that Stagger has gotten a lot better than it used to be because they've kind of made nodes where it's like, no, somebody older isn't good enough. We really want you to have like Doom or Claire to prevent those buffs. But it's like, because Hood has had that the whole time, he's kind of come out of the woodwork as like, I can do that too.
Yeah, no, that's true. And maybe that's part of what I'm enjoying. And I haven't really dove deep into his kit in a very long time. In fact, when he came out, I don't think I understood the game that well. And so I think I'll be surprised. Like, in fact, someone on the chat yesterday made a comment about a couple of things he could do. And I remember thinking like, oh, that's a really smart way to play him. I don't know. I'm enjoying him. And so I might dive into that a little bit more. And that was interesting too. I expected that fight to go a lot more smoothly. I was kind of testing out, the debuffs being put on Kingpin, but then Man-Thing was actually nullifying some stuff right away. So that was kind of an interesting interaction, which I guess makes sense being a Mystic, but wasn't what I initially assumed it would be. Work is saying he loves Hood. He'd be so great for a tune-up buff. I wonder if they would do that. Do you have the same issue I do, though, of like wanting that miss to be 100%, or would you just be happy if he got a numbers increase? Jay is saying, how was your first Sig 200 5-star? Was that natural, Jay, or did you put some 6 stones into him? Jacko, I've always wanted 6-star Hood because I think he's not bad. I'm really enjoying him. I'm not overselling this. I'm truly enjoying it.
I think that a numbers tune-up would go a long way, especially if the life steal on his stagger was larger, or I guess that would be slightly beyond a numbers tune-up, but if when it reapplied you had a chance to get the life steal, maybe. I mean, you wouldn't want to do it every time because somebody just flat out life stealing on crits is extremely powerful, but some way to make it more common.
Well, I have an R2, so I'd be okay with him being really powerful. Yeah, I don't know, but so I mean, I haven't kept records on this, so I really may be incorrect here. But I feel like sometimes they say it's going to be pure numbers tuned up, but it's not. The abilities do get adjusted a little bit. Like, wasn't Falcon supposed to just be a numbers tune up? But he clearly was more than that.
I think so, but was Falcon really more than that though? Because I'm trying to think.
Was that the way the lock-on worked before?
Because they added the cruelty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's at least one big new ability. And that's actually why I'm hopeful for Angela. Because all she needs is 1 or 2 new abilities. And if they're as important as the cruelties are for Falcon, she could be fantastic. She's already good.
Well, and you know, work tends to know this stuff, is saying that they were updates. They weren't just tune-ups or whatever the term is. So so that would explain why. So just please disregard the vote I just said. Jay is saying, I know, and it happened fast. That moment didn't live long. Jay is saying it was a combo of natural pulls and expiring 6 stones. Cool, man. And do you like him? You having a lot of, like, was he helpful to you in content? Very curious about that, because there are champions like this that go in and out of usefulness depending on what Kabam throws at us. The miss up to 100% would be great for him, and also his lifesteal being bumped up for a small damage increase would go a long way. I would love to see the 100%. I would love to see him updated. I mean, we still don't even know March yet, right? Like, I think we're thinking it's going to be Black Panther. And then I feel like Kabam Mike dropped another hint about another champion. If anyone remembers who it was, let me know.
Yeah, in fairness about Black Panther, they didn't actually say he was next. They said they're working on it. And we have no idea how long that process might be.
I could swear they said he was going to be March, but maybe not. MSC, dude, yeah, we brought up Voodoo. That's right. You've been throwing that up on Twitter. Sorry, man. That was not intentional. Oh, you know, and all of a sudden the chat is just wonky, guys. If I miss something, please don't hesitate to repeat it. MSC, maybe one day I'll do a cam review for my videos, but I don't plan on doing that either. That would be cool. I think people do enjoy that. Let's see. Man, the chat is really bizarre. PWF, dude, still no power. Are you serious? How is that going? I talked to a buddy, an MCoC buddy who's in Houston. He said he got electricity today, so they're currently warm, but he really was fearful that they were going to lose power again in the not too distant future. Is AA any good unawakened? Yes. It's pretty much damaged though. Keep that in mind. But yes, I think he's good unawakened. What do you think? Oh no, wait, hold on. DLL, I'm sure you'll remember. Is he not good unawakened?
I forget what you're trying to.
Archangel, good unawakened.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were like going for a joke or something.
No.
I think he's fine. I mean, he's still a solid damage dealer, and especially if you have the Despair Mastery, just from the sheer number of debuffs he puts up and his ability to apply poison easily, he still can heal control. He's just not he's not top tier then. He's just like a decent mutant debuffer.
Yeah, okay, good. And I'm glad we confirmed that, because as I was answering, I was like, wait, make sure you know what you're talking about there. So yeah, okay, good. Oh, I just love Archangel too, though. I think that's part of it. Is like I wanted to make sure I balanced it out with.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Sergeant MCoC, first time catching one of the live streams. Dude, cool. Thank you so much. I am doing great. I hope you are doing well too, and thanks for stopping by. Jay, one of the tricks with Hood is slow play him by refreshing his debuffs with the heavy and letting the staggers expire. I used him in my first encounter and almost one time. That's impressive. One of the best players I know used Hood for 6.2 champion pre-nerf. And that's Chelazé with 4 Loki. DL is right. BP is in process, but no timeline was given. Oh, man. That is really disappointing. I thought it was for sure next month.
Yeah. What they're talking about with Hood, though, is exactly why he probably does need a buff, because as fun as slow play can be, like, it just isn't competitive for AQ or for war even.
Yeah, but I've wondered that, right? Like, so many of us enjoy war, or at least we've had periods where we enjoy. I wonder how much we overemphasize what we think Kabam takes into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like, and often, as of late, I feel like war's not an afterthought. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I feel like they're like, nope, we're putting out 7.2. Here's champions we're putting out. Okay, now we'll make a global to counter out any imbalance we may have just created. As opposed to it being part of the thought process. I'm curious. Obviously, I have no idea. It just feels that way. I want to get back to, hold on though. Jacob's got a question here. And I think he referenced bringing Dragon Man to R3 earlier. Would I sig up Dragon Man at R3? So Jacob, I'm actually facing that exact question right now. I took a fight last 2 wars ago. Last war, I'm behind on war videos, where having him at a high sig would have been so helpful. I believe I should and could have soloed the fight with him at sig 40, but having him at sig 200 would have been like, it would have made a huge, massive difference. And so I think it really depends on what you're wanting to do. I think he's worthy of rank 3, especially if you need the dual immune and you need a champion with that massive power gain. My own unique situation is I'm currently holding on to those Sig Stones because it was just one war fight. And even my BG leader's like, look, dude, it'd be great if you could be the answer for us on that fight, but that's just one war fight. And 6-star Sig Stones are so rare. Thank you for offering to put them in, but let's hold off on that for now. So yeah, and DLL and anyone in the chat, I'd really love to get more opinions on that, because I think that's a tricky one, right? Those are such a rare resource.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only generics I've spent so far are on Reed, and that's because, everything I say about Sig Stones has to be filtered through the fact that I'm not fully free to play. I do buy the sigil, but I am a very low spending person in a master's level, or sometimes on bad months platinum 1, but a competitive war alliance in the top 50 AQ. And so everything I say about Sig Stones is filtered through prestige, and that changes things. So for me, I put them into Reed because he fulfilled that double that I need, where it's from the Sig Stones. It dramatically improves his power gain when he gets one of his passives up, and he scales well with prestige, and that's basically it for me. But the other thing is that I did dupe him naturally, and so he already had a significant lead on any other science champions that I would have. And, because Sig Stones are basically gold, natural dupes matter. So I don't really know. I feel like would I put Sig Stones into Dragon Man is very, very dependent on what the rest of the roster looks like. Okay, Jacob. It was Jacob who was asking the question.
Yeah, I missed the backdraft. I was really hoping to do that better. Yeah, it was Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah, and he says he really does need prestige. Well,
Dragon Man has good prestige, though, I think.
Yeah, no, he does. I mean, that's the thing. You think that Sig 200 definitely would have done it. Do you feel like he also gains a significant amount from like 80 or 120?
Every little bit helps, and part of the thing is that it was against Hyperion, who is cosmic, and all of Dragon Man's. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on this fight. All of Dragon Man's Sig gets, I think, doubled against a cosmic champion. So I don't know.
That sounds right. Well then, Jacob, my biggest question for you would be, if those don't go to Dragon Man, who are they going to go to? And it may not be somebody that you have right now, but you just have to think about, like, you know, if tomorrow you pulled, I don't know, 2 apocalypses, then would you regret it? Or, I mean, not everybody loves Apocalypse's Sig. I actually do. But, you know, 2 Archangels. Something like that. If you think that you would be at peace with spending the SIGs on him if something like that happened, and you go, you know what, it was a good investment, I enjoy playing with him, it helped my prestige, this was a, you know, a significant boost to my alliance, and I'm good to go, then I think it's fine. But if you're going to regret it, don't do it, man. It's your account. Work says his Sig is decent. Feels like it's not the best for Mystics and scaling, but not worst. Would not use generic Sigs on him, though. That's interesting.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at this fight. It has been bizarre.
I've caught in, and yeah, it's been weird.
I mean, like I said, at this point, because I don't really want to revive Ghost, I should just use the boost. But it is what it is. I'm not that worried about it.
Ooh, if they don't go to Dragon Man, then they go to Claire.
Oh.
See, that's the thing. I'd probably spend them on Dragon Man.
Yeah, I think Dragon Man's going to get a lot more mileage out of that for you.
I love Claire. I have a Sig 200 5-star Claire and a rank 3 unawakened Claire. But the reason she's unawakened is because her Sig does almost nothing for her. Her prestige is better, but that would be a painful trade-off to me.
All right. Well, that is down. Oh, they put out Kingpin crystals. Man, I really wish they had been Mole Man crystals. All right. I already have Kingpin at rank 3, Sig 100, I believe. So I'm not too excited about that. Tier 5 Cast Catalyst. What is this? Cast 1 tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector. How big is the fragment? Do we know? Doesn't say. Huh. Anyways, all right. Let's open up the these love crystals or whatever they're called, and have fun with that. We'll go to the romance section. Make sure we're opening the 6 stars. Looks like I may have opened a few of these already. All right. They're in here somewhere. I think. I probably scrolled right by them. All right, here we go. We'll open 7 of them. Let's go ahead and spin them out. Have some fun with this. Who would I like to get? Roxas, that's a great question. Who would I like to get? What's up, Carl? Thanks so much for stopping by, man. You stopped by for Crystal Time. Integral, what's up, buddy? It's 10%. Enzo sent 10%. Okay. Yeah, I'll almost definitely be getting that then. I have some champions I would like to rank up. Yeah, am I missing anything else? Mega Force, dude, what's up, buddy? I feel like it's been a bit. Thanks for stopping by. 6-star. Yeah, I mean, I would always love more SIGs on Archangel. I have him at like the perfect SIG to get the shut off at 3, but more is better, as DNL and I actually talked about on stream once. You know, it would just increase my chances of shutting it off with 1 or 2. So that would not be a bad thing. So Archangel for sure. I'm excited about a potential Black Panther buff, so I would love that. Black Widow Deadly Origin would be great. I just don't have her at all as a 6-star. Cable, I enjoy Cable. I think I'll be taking him to R2 at some point. Emma Frost, I like her. I think I have her at rank 2. Human Torch, getting the increase on his SIG would be nice. Invisible Woman would be, it would hurt. It would hurt. That'd be terrible. Great luck. I have her at rank 3. I just can't stand playing her. Mojo. I would like a 6-star Mojo. I like Mojo. Namor.
Have you tried her with Psycho Man at all?
No, but then you have to bring Psycho Man.
I know.
Then
I'm
you have
just
to...
wondering if it might help.
Oh, I'm sure it helps. I'm sure it helps. I would like Namor because I do have him at a high SIG. I just don't want to put any more 6 stones into him. But obviously for prestige, and he is a good champion. And then Spider-Gwen would be great. So there's a lot of good champions. Oh, and Tigra. I'd love to awaken my Tigra. Tigra, okay, that's my number 1 most desired, is to awaken my Tigra. That was easy.
I've been loving her, man, lately.
And oh, yeah, you have. And is there a 5-star Scarlet Witch in there? Am I reading that correctly? Because if so, I would love that. In fact, someone pulled her on the Discord recently. Right? I think so. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and spin these out. Tigra, and then that Scarlet Witch. I would like the 5-star Scarlet Witch. So let's have some fun with this. Tigra would not be a new champion, so we wouldn't see the new pop up there. But I'll go ahead and watch this on the screen with you all. And for anyone watching, honestly, there'll be 2 crystal videos that come out. One is, I think, supposed to come out tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying to stagger them. If I can get a war video done before I leave on vacation, they might be spaced out a little bit more. But there's going to be 2 coming out that are just like outrageously lucky. Just like I said, I really have asked Dreamin to calculate the odds of this happening. And when I first asked him to do it, he told me it was not possible. What I was saying happened. And then I showed him the screenshots, and his immediate reaction was, well, I can't repeat it, what he said. But let's just put it this way. He was shocked. He was shocked. Moon Knight. All right. Hey, dude, enjoying the stream. Is 6.2.4 Kingpin boss harder now since the buff? Who are good counters? I honestly, Liam, don't know. Does anyone in the chat have an idea? That was a very long time for me, and I'll willingly talk about it. For a long time, I had the tendency of just resorting to a very overpowered roster or to unit man. And so as a result, and also just the way I work, I tend to not remember stuff. I tend to not remember things in game. Like I just did 7.1 and I remember a lot of it. And I did have a concussion while I was doing some of it. But I just don't remember it as well. And so 6.2.4, I don't know. I really don't.
I gotta admit, I'm not a lot better because I was using Ghost because of the global for almost that entire quest. And she makes Kingpin fairly irrelevant.
Yeah.
And all the ways in which she gets around her have not changed. Or him have not changed.
Yeah, and I would imagine I did. Oh, man, I thought we were going to get that. Oh, you guys can... Oh, you hear me, though, at the same time as the video, right? I don't want to ruin it for anyone. Yeah, you know what, Paul? No one can stop Unit Man. It's just what synergies does he have, right? What level have you taken him up to? And I probably used Ghost too. I did have the 5-star and things like that. So, all right, here we go. 4 more. Oh, I saw the Tigra coming around. All right. I deserve this though. I deserve 3 stars. I deserve a lot of them. Sarthak, what's up, man? I'm doing great. How are you? Mega Force. Yeah, you know, I mean, they're the same crystals as they are. We had a little talk about it earlier. I think there's just more people opening them because we're getting them just for playing the game, which I think is cool. And so I think we're seeing more pools, and as a result, we're seeing more good pools. But this is how crystals normally go. All right. Ooh, Thor's in there too? That'd be fun. Hey, I got Thor. Not the one I wanted, though. Yeah. Monkey, what's up, buddy? How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. All right. Last one. Let's get that Tigra, huh? Let's get that Tigra. Or Scarlet Witch. All right. Elise Caban was kind. You know, if there had been a rollover, it would have just been to Daredevil. So nothing that got me too excited, regardless. Speaking of MCoC, my CEO is pretty good for these calves. It's sad how the 5 stars were Medusa and Cyclops. Yeah, I like Medusa though. But if you've been playing this game long enough, there's a chance you already have her at a high sig or ranked up if you liked her. If you didn't, then that wouldn't be that exciting. Work. I have definitely traded my 6-star Gambit Awakening for these. Yeah, of course. 100%. People like Gambit, though. People like him a lot, but not AA or Tiger level, of course. Which master is better, Cruelty or Precision, or does it not matter? I believe I have them both at 4 of 5. There's a lot of different feelings on that. But there you go. 4 and 5. And then maybe what we'll do is, I don't need to go for probably another 8 minutes or so. Maybe we'll do a bit of arena while, and just kind of answer some questions if anyone's got some questions. Yeah, we'll enter this and get started on this. I have some gifts I need to get out. I have a trading partner who's been sending them to me. And he is much more on it than I am. All right. Hey, it's the truth, right? Sometimes the truth hurts.
I need to make contact with mine, make sure he hasn't given away my goodies.
Yeah, you're like, hold on, buddy, I'm coming. All right, is Black Widow Deadly Orange any good? Yeah, she's very good. Does excellent damage. DPS is quite high. Not so keen.
DPS queen.
Yeah, I'm not so keen on her utility though. I'm wondering if there's any coming, or maybe there's something I'm just not seeing.
Yeah, I mean, Work is a fan of her as well, I believe. I think that's maybe another one that Strand turned him onto. And yeah, I mean, she's a DPS queen. There's nobody else who can do shock damage like she can. But I'm not really a big fan of her because I feel like I very rarely lose fights due to my inability to hit things hard enough. Oof, a tiered catalyst offer. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and it looks like it ends in a 10%, but it's a selector, which is a big deal. Was it for units or is it for dollars?
I believe, yeah, it says for the same price as. So yeah, it starts off at 20, and then I think it'll probably be 30 and then 50, so $100 total.
Okay. Just wish they'd do more of this for units.
Amen. Even though I'm saving mine.
Yeah, but like I wish that there was some Sigstone deals for units. Like just I don't know, whatever. I mean, that's a whole longer conversation.
Yeah.
And I really wish that they would do that. Like they would put out the same deal and you can either buy it for units or you could buy it for dollars, and you can't buy both. Like, that would not stop. I don't think that would prevent people who want to buy it with dollars from buying it. And then that would allow people who have, and you could charge more, right? Like, if it's like $50, charge 3,000 units. Like, I don't think anyone would be upset about that. We're used to that for unit offers already. And then that way, you know, I hate saying free to play players. It's not just free to play players, but people who grind arena or are earning their units that way would be able to do these things too. I don't know. There's probably a reason they don't do it that I just don't understand or I'm not aware of. But on its face, I don't see that hurting anything.
I'm pretty sure their argument would probably boil down to something along the lines of, you know, we have to keep some things as premium offers for people who play. But I agree with you. I think that, you know, if somebody spends that much time in the arena, they are contributing to the game economy. They are contributing to the game. Like, that deserves something. And I think that, you know, somebody like Brian Grant is always the most obvious example, would happily pay a premium. Probably, I'm sure he'd say yes to 50% more units than just buying it with money, maybe even more than that, but just for the option to buy Sig Stones at all.
Yeah. I think being in an alliance with a lot of players who are maybe more thrifty, let's say, than the previous alliances I have been in, has kind of opened my eyes a little bit to like how many people, how much they're able to accumulate in units. First of all, that's been really interesting for me.
Yeah.
And then also just like that they're really, I did not realize that Sig Stones had not been offered for units. That was shocking to me.
Yeah. And I think the same was true for, well, I know the same was true for a very, very long time with 5-star Sig Stones. I think it may have been true all the way up until they updated the solo events and like the Thronebreaker stuff, but somebody can probably correct me on that.
I think someone's
away from my computer.
Yeah, someone's asking about. I didn't see your name before I looked down. Well, it looks like Deadpool's about to die here. Carl, who listens to work though? I do sometimes. Not enough people. I agree with you, work. Let's see. There was a question. Spider-Man Stealth rank 3 or Killmonger? So,
ooh.
If you're talking about just enjoyment of a champion and enjoyment of like what they can do in the game as we currently know it, I would personally go Killmonger, especially if he's awakened. Stealthy can do a lot. Slow is incredibly, incredibly powerful debuff. I don't enjoy him very much, and I think that there are a ton of things that Killmonger can do that I don't know why actually, but I don't think the community is quite as aware of what Killmonger can do.
I think Killmonger is I think there's a couple things to it. I think part of it is that he is harder to use than a lot of the other good skill champions. He really rewards you for precise timing, rotations of specials, and just like really he rewards intercepts as well, because then you can hold on to your indestructible charges for when they really matter. But I think the other thing is that he has one very flashy thing he can do, which is the L3 bleeds. And so people look at him and they go, yeah, but if I don't want to build up to the L3 and drop a bunch of bleeds, then he just doesn't do enough damage, and there's just not that much to the champion. Why would I use him? And I think all the other stuff he can do tends to get missed.
Who did he come out with too? I'm trying to remember.
Ragthor, right?
Yeah, and we don't have time.
No, not him. Gulk, I think.
Yeah, it was Gulk, and we don't have time for that topic. I think you know what I'm talking about. You and I've talked about it before. Campo, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Carl, I think that when the next 6-star 6-stone offer comes out, we all need to boycott it. It will never happen. I know. Yeah, I know. The boycotts, they never... yeah. that's a whole nother topic too. But they are certainly trying to drive up the price on them. Oh, I think 100%. And it's Carl, it was Salty who, and I agree with him. He wrote it in chat that he thinks part of it is that it's incentivizing crystal purchases. And let me tell you, it definitely is, because that's your only real way to increase the sig levels of these champions in a reliable way anyways. I mean, it's not, you get what I'm saying. It's the chances are very low, but that's your only way that you're going to be able to do it. And then doing that, it helps you accumulate more 6-star shards, which then helps you open more of the featured crystals too. So in a way, mentally, it can feel like a double win when you're popping those crystals because, well, I've got a chance to up the 6 stones. And now I also have a chance to pull more of the 6-star featured crystals. All right, everyone, it is time for me to go. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I do really appreciate it. DLL, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
Nah, not really.
Thank you so much, DL, for stopping by. Z as well, stopping into the chat. Everyone who stopped by the chat itself. And then Rob, the 28, thank you so much, dude. I always really appreciate it. I hope the rest of your holiday goes well. And then remember, I am going on vacation. I will be back. I'm hoping by Wednesday. We're back streaming up, and I will have videos coming out this weekend for sure, pre-recorded some. So keep an eye out for them. Seriously, it is insane how lucky it is. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. It's a great week. Take care.